last we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last we will have revenge.
Gets to destination, realizes there's no payload. Almost. If I had not looked down at the docking camera there, I would have left it, because I didn't have any reason to believe that I wasn't hauling anything other than, you know, trailer status would be blank. But had I not seen it drifting away in the docking cam, it would have been bad. It's like, hey, I'm here. I made it on time. I even made extra time. I don't know. It was just really easy. It seemed like I was going a lot faster than I expected. And they're like, yeah, because you left it back in Detroit. Like, oh, I knew I was forgetting something. Sorry, it's my ADHD. The ADHD truck driver. He never makes it on time, and when he does, he forgot the payload. The way is not based on me. Is not based on me. We decided to go the opposite of. You're gonna hear this roar, and the camera's gonna zoom in. It's gonna zoom in on Jack Black, and he's gonna go, "My God, the Ender Dragon." Everyone's gonna say, "What was that?" He's gonna say, "The Ender Dragon," and then they're gonna show the Ender Dragon. My work laptop has a Copilot button on the keyboard, and I scream when I hit it. Our work is currently rolling that out for us to use, which I thought we weren't going to use external AI sources. I thought we were only going to use our own, but they're rolling that out too. So it is inevitable. It is inevitable, just like Thanos, and much like Thanos, it's gonna probably snap out half of existence. So cheers. Holiday season, he really needs just. What if it just exploded? It would be funny. I would like try to do that just for the clip, but the clean. He said nothing of the Jedi's companions. You better leave them alone. Goth Twi'lek baddies? It looks like it, and they think I'm handsome.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
What am I gonna do? Yeah, okay. I don't see dual wield in here. Is that something I have to unlock later, maybe? Caution. Let's see. Persuade awareness and treat injury. Okay, well, that would be nice because she has more treat injury. Oh, this is Kriya. It was a joke because she only has one left. I get the joke now. Nope, Admiral. Oh no. The guy from the diner. Diner Bob. Right? If I can nail the hair and the beard, I can come back to doing all this. So there we go. We got it. I love the smell of asparagus bee. And then just like didn't clarify. Like, yeah. Or like Wrecker. It's Wrecker, right? Take that, Coleman T16. Somebody clip this and send it to him, please. I'll take you anytime. I'll pit my knowledge of Star Wars against you. In this one moment, I am feeling very confident in myself. And it's past. I'm done. Please, somebody help me remember to save right after I beat these guys, because I don't want to fight them again. I'd rather not fight him again.
That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown. Warning.
Okay.
There has been
lockdown. It is lockdown.
Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters.
You shouldn't have said anything, lady. He makes snow. One man faced down his corporate overlords. and arose. Victorious. Were you though? All right, that's over. Hey, Ursa. Hi, everybody. Good morning. It's so good to see you. I didn't think I'd see you again for a long time. Well, for one additional day. I knew I'd see you on Saturday. But anyway, hi, everybody. It is April 4th, 2025. And Ursa's the Phantom Menace and also the Fun Ruiner. Burst my bubble. I mean, you have to go in today. Fair. That is true. I was like, I have won. I have brought peace, security, and justice to my new empire. Your new empire? You still have to go into work today. That's you, Ursa. That's what you sound like. I can't believe it happened. No, I did nothing. I literally was being a good little corporate shill and typing away on my little lappy toppy in this meeting all day. And the guy comes in and says, hey, everybody, are these meetings too long? Are these days too long? And literally, of the 20 people in the room, every single one of them laughed out loud and said, yeah, yeah, they are. So he's like, okay, we're going to change the start time. We're going to start at 10 a.m. and then we're going to be out by like 4, which is so incredibly doable. It's so incredibly doable. That's, if I could start that late, if I didn't have to show up till 10 a.m., I'd go into the office every day. What do you mean? You know? You half won. The time was shifted. True. Were you though? That's my favorite. Were you though? Oh my gosh. There we go. There was a sex bot there. I don't think you guys saw it. I think it caught it. But anyway, hello. Thank you guys so much for being here. I don't really have anything planned for today other than just chatting with you all, because obviously I didn't know that this was going to happen. But I hope that they've learned their lesson and there will no longer be any 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. all day meetings ever again. That 10 to 4 is a much more doable. I'm going to be so energized. I'm going to go in there and just be so happy to be at work. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, it'll be great. Sadly, we didn't see the bot, just that Bebo guy. What did Bebo say? Ams, Ursa, making sure that both of his 2 favorites are here. Why have 8-hour meetings if 4 do the trick? That's what I'm saying. There was a sense yesterday of like, we actually did this yesterday, but I was like holding off on saying anything because I wanted to make sure that this was going to stick and that he wasn't just yanking our chain, pulling on our chain, never mind. So I wanted to make sure, and sure enough, he's like, yeah, this is the new, and I can see the schedule going forward that we're not starting till 10 every day. So yanking my pizzle. Why are you yanking on my pizzle? Anyway, that has turned around my outlook on life tremendously. That is so appreciated. And the energy yesterday was so much better. Everybody was much more engaged because they're like, we know we only have a limited amount of time. So people were like focused. Let's get this done. Let's talk this through. There's a lot of like debates and there's a lot of like side conversations and not really people getting mad, but people definitely fighting for like what they need in this system. And it's kind of fun. Like if I kept thinking, if I didn't have to be in here so early and stay so late, this would be fun. They buy us lunch. They buy us breakfast and lunch. It's kind of nice. You feel very important. You feel like you're in the room where it happens. You know what I mean? So it's pretty great. The Australian version of The Office is based around a manager making everyone come and work from the office instead of work from home. I want to see that so bad, Mez. I want to see that so bad. Because I think that's a kind of a clever idea. and totally relevant to like what's happening today. But we can't seem to watch it without some kind of, I guess you could get a VPN, right? I guess. Look at my arm. I got bit by something. It's like spider season. So if I start shooting webs out my wrist, please let me know. If something starts leaking out of my wrist here. But this has been itchy for days, and I put like Benadryl on it, and it could even be, I wonder if it was in the building, because that building is rather empty. Maybe. Got the keys to my new place yesterday. Time to replace 24 outlets. Great job, Code. You got the keys. That means you're getting ready to move everything in now, right? Spiders do be sneaky. You're right. You're right. Yeah, it's not in the U.S. market. I can check. You know what? I haven't checked in a while. I feel like when it first came out, it wasn't available here. But maybe they've changed that, because I watched the trailer and I know a lot of people were ragging on the trailer and being like, that doesn't look great. But for me, like, I watched that trailer. I was like, you know what? Like, I'd probably watch this. The Office AU. The Office. Yeah, it's not on Prime. It's weird to me, the region lock stuff, because like, are we not, like, the internet brings us all together, you know? Streaming platform Amazon Prime, but not The Office AU is streaming on Prime 6 months ago. Okay. How do you watch it? Yeah, it's available to stream on Prime Video's Australian website. So I guess you could probably get a VPN or something, right? I guess. I hate that though. You shouldn't have to do that. That's silly. That's silly. If everybody just uses a VPN, then why is anything region locked to begin with? Oh, I know why. Money. Anyway. Yeah, it depends on your personal humor. I mean, The Office is already that way. I think we forget, because the American Office was such a cultural hit at the time. I think we kind of forget how niche that type of humor really is, especially early Office. Later on, it kind of gets a little more mainstream, but like early on, it's that cringe, like, ooh, you hate this boss, like, and the original, the UK version, like really leaned into that. And they didn't have 9 seasons. But yeah. Anyway, I don't mind. I keep telling people, like, listen, if we gotta come back into the office, like, occasionally, I'm okay with that. We are definitely not going back into the office in the way that we were before, though. This is a special project. This is a huge project. This is a career-making project. This is one of those projects that, because you're in the room, there have been projects like this in the past, that because you're in the room helping craft this thing, you get kind of set. You could be kind of set on, like, you know, I'm gonna get like certified through the company that's launching this for us, and like that certification is gonna be worth money. Like, you know, you're kind of in a great spot for that. So I don't know. I've been doing, obviously, every time I go back into the office, you guys know that I do this. I start really rethinking my entire life. But I have had some incredibly enlightening conversations with peers in other teams, and my own boss. He and I had a really good heart-to-heart yesterday, and it's led me to want to go have a skip level with my VP and just be like, what are you thinking? Like, what's going on here? You know, I've had somebody do the little tap on the shoulder and be like, hey, we're hiring, by the way. And I was like, oh, really? Now, I don't know about the job. I don't know about that job. I don't know if I want it. However, the fact that there's opportunities like that out there makes me feel like I don't have to be stuck here if I don't want to. And I'm talking about within the same company. I'm not talking about outside. Obviously, there's all that too. Old School Quarter, Mersa, hi. Welcome. Got to fix a few things around the place for my buddy. And then, yeah, we've been moving everything. That's awesome. Did you find out where Irish Spooky lives? Yes. In Ireland. In Cork, Ireland. Sorry, Irish Spooky. Are you talking about European Lutz Magoots? British Lutz Magoots? Yeah, it was the fake Lutz. He lives in New Jersey, but I don't know. I haven't had an opportunity to talk to him one-on-one. He is here. His flight got delayed coming in the first day, but he is here. So I haven't had an opportunity to speak to British Lutz. A cock boy. Lovely with the sing-song way of speaking. A cock boy. Cock. You gotta come on down to Cock Island. I can't do the accent. And I will never do that in the presence of them. I will never. Don't ... Don't do it. Don't do it. That's fully not how that sounds. Potato. You know? Potato. Lars, how you been doing? I haven't been able to get to any of your streams, but I hope they've been going well. I'm probably still only gonna go till about 7:30, because I'll need to then go get dressed. I'm not gonna wear this to my office, so I'll need to go get dressed and then jump in the car and make the commute. So I probably won't go much longer than 7:30. The witch game is so cute. Which game? Wait, which game? Which one? Which game are you talking about? Had a good time taking today off because I'm so tired and achy. I get you. But make sure you eat your fruit today so that you can keep your streak alive. Fruit streak. I do have a couple of things that we can do though. I won't just yap your ear off. We have the guessing games, which could be kind of fun. I mean, this is a Friday. This is probably what I would have done on a Friday anyway. I also heard some stuff about the Nintendo Switch 2 that I didn't really get to look much into because being in the office, I didn't see. I also see that our stock market absolutely tanked, worse than it's been since 2020, which is ironic. Very ironic and very scary. We don't have to talk about that per se, but buckle up, friends. I finished my bloobs today and got my strawbs again starting tomorrow. I love bloobs. I love me some bloobs. We usually get like a little container of bloobs and put them in like a little mason jar in the fridge to keep them fresh longer. And you just open that up and you just pour a nice hefty amount of bloobs into your mouth. Ah, great snack. Good fiber too. I should have made that gesture. I should know better by now. I should know better. I soak my fruit in water with baking soda a little. Interesting. With baking soda. Now, do you take... It's probably just like a tiny amount of baking soda, right? Our AI overlord said that can help remove pesticides, dirt, and other contaminants. And do you like rinse it? You rinse it. Okay. I thought you just kind of like left it floating in that brine and then you just like ate some whenever. You don't know what bloobs are? Blueberries. Bloobs and stroobs. You rinse it all off. That's a great idea. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we always wash our fruit beforehand, but we haven't done like the baking soda. That's probably not a bad idea. Considerations though, it's not a substitute for a thorough washing. Baking soda is a tool to enhance cleaning, not a replacement for washing with water. Okay, sure. Why does it look like I'm so short today? Gosh, my hairline is deeply receding. The thing about being in the office again is like I remember what better shape I was in back when I was in the office, going into the gym. I eat a lot healthier at the office than I do at home. It's weird. Probably mostly because I don't like eating in front of people. So when I do eat, I eat what I need to eat and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. When at home, I would have probably been like, rah, you know? So I don't know, in some ways it's kind of helpful, but the only way I would ever fully go back to an office is if I got to have a 10 a.m. start shift. Then I would do it 10 to 4 and I'm in. 10 to 4, I'm in. It's amazing. That would be a way that I could continue to do this. I could continue to do streaming. I could probably even squeeze in a workout in the morning still too. And that would make me very happy. I'd probably stay, if a job ever let me do that, I would probably stay with them until the day that I pass, the day that I expire. So if you know of any jobs that are doing that, please let me know. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, there. That's better. Did you take your healthy snacks in this week? No. However, I didn't take any in. However, you'd be proud, I just didn't snack at all. And it made the afternoons kind of rough. But I ate my breakfast, I ate my lunch, and then I was like, I'm not going to eat. I drank a lot of water, and I did have probably about 3 cups of coffee a day. 2 in the morning, one in the later afternoon. I shouldn't have to do that today though, because I'll have my coffee here this morning, and then I'll probably have one when we get in at like 10. And then if we're leaving at like 3 or 4, I should be able to power through. That's what my company does, but you don't want to work for my company, no? That actually sounds great though. Anyway, so let's do one of these guessing games. If you got questions for me still, I'll answer them, I guess, as best as I can. He just has a present? What? Hi, Ams. Thanks for checking in. How you doing? And Mez checked in 6 minutes ago. Did I miss that? I know I said hi to Old School Quarter. Thanks for checking in, guys. It's so good to see you all. Ghost. It's a creepy ghost. It's spooky ghost. Thanks for checking in. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why. I don't know. Ghost is so happy. I'm so happy to see you, Ghost. Saw Gerrera. We could do Star Wars guesser first. Maybe we should do Star Wars guesser first. Just get that out of the way. All right. Saw Gerrera. Gender male. Gosh, should be so great. Hair color gray. Tarkin. Wilhuff Tarkin. He's 1.49 meters. I don't know what that is. Is that tall? I know I do this every time. 4 feet. Whoa, he's me. 4.89 feet. Wait, who's got gray hair, is male, and is a short king? Who's got that short king energy? All of you hacking my computer, and I got the menace. No, you didn't, Bebo. Yoda? Does Yoda have? He does have gray hair. Oh, that's a good guess. Ooh. One of the equipment, pair of SE-14 light repeating blasters. Those seem very specific. I probably shouldn't look those up. Dooku doesn't have blasters, nor is he 4 foot tall. Almost 5. I'll have you know though, I'm 5'7". So I'm still kind of short. Man, I'm rusty. I'm rusty with this. I can't get the camera to look right. Dooku's like 6'5". Is he really? Who has gray hair, is short, and has two light repeating blasters? Is it young Boba Fett? No. Who has 2 blasters? He wears bumps, obviously. What are bumps? Are those just like lifts in your shoes? Chopper wearing a wig. Oh no, did Chopper ever? That would be pretty funny. I don't think he ever wore a wig though. SE-14R light repeating blasters. I don't know. What has 2 blasters and something? Gray. It's male. Doesn't say human, but male. Gray hair. Isn't there like, remember the little things? Ooh, the forearm pilot from Solo. He is, what is his name? I don't remember his name. Maz Kanata. Maz is not male though. Established in canon. Zero. No, what is his name? Yeah. Oh, I love his character so much too. I really do. Grease is the same. Isn't this how you spell it? How do you spell Grease? Maybe. Oh, they might not have. Oh yeah. See, they don't have Cal Kestis, so they don't have any of the Jedi Fallen Order ones. Did Tobias have two? He's not 4 foot tall though, right? Tobias Beckett is definitely not 4 foot tall. What is the name of that four-arm pilot? Well, I'm thinking in that same vein, there was a character in Rogue One who was a little like rebel character, and he like had like the fish mouth. This is weird. Just like he was like here. Rebel Alien Rogue One. This guy right here. But I don't see gray on his hair. And I have no idea what his name is. Yeah, look at that gaping maw. That would be terrifying to see on the battlefield. But look, one rifle, so that's not him. Whatever that is, it's not him. It's not him. I'm so disappointed in all you Star Wars fans that don't know the name. Give me a friend's guesser and I got you. I have an Ultimate Friends quiz. Can you get all 55 right? The Ultimate Friends quiz, powered by Sporkle. Brought to you by Sporkle. What the heck? Oh, because they're like, you have ad block on. Well, it's just because I don't want to show my stream something gross. Oh, that will take too much time. Oh, yeah. There's the excuses. Let's find one for you for later, okay? I think that could be a lot of fun. Yeah, 55 is a lot. But, like, let's find one for you. I clicked a bad link. Did I? Saw Gerrera. I tried Saw Gerrera. See, it's not Saw Gerrera. Also, Saw Gerrera is definitely not 4 foot tall. Again, it's like just under 5 foot tall. What other things? Okay, so what was the name of that what was the name of that pilot from Solo? Gosh, I can't remember. I really like him and I can't remember him. Next April Fools, just leave the Friends quiz start up for 2 hours but never start it. I just wanna make fun of her if she doesn't get it. She'll probably ace it though, right? Yeah. Oh, you saw a lot of pop-ups. No, it was telling me to turn off my ad blocker. And that's something I will not be doing on stream. You know, I don't like ads or like whatever, but like I have an ad blocker on this particular browser specifically for streams, you know. I don't want to give anybody free advertisement on my stream. You got to pay for that. Who uses two guns? Two Gun Jones. Nope, it's not Two Gun Jones. It's got to be like a little alien character. We need more hints, so we might skip. Would Coleman know? Coleman would definitely know the name of the guy from Solo, the four-armed pilot from Solo. Whether or not he would know, he might. Probably gives away more than you'd think. A pair of SC-14 light repeating blasters. I just don't know what those are. So I think Coleman would probably know. We could take a screenshot of this particular moment and just say, could you guess this character just based on what's here? Or just have him take it and tell us in you know how many attempts he had. I think I'm just gonna hit here. Hang on. I could have sworn his name started with G. It's not It's not Zeb. Grief Karga. Let's see. Klieg Lars. My name's Klieg. Klieg Lars. This is my son Owen and his wife, Beru. Klieg. Pongrel. The height is really like limiting to like who I would guess. You know, Qui-Gon kind of's got gray hair a little bit. Omega. Morgan Elsbeth there. Gray hair. Okay. Beckett's gang. It is him. It is the forearm guy. I just don't know his name. Oh, see, now he would definitely be making fun of me at this point. It is Beckett's gang. Ah, dang it. It's definitely him. It's definitely him, right? Okay, hang on. Let me think. Let me put myself back in the Solo Star Wars story. One of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time. Let me get myself back in. Let's go. Okay. If I can just remember the first letter of his name. Let's start going down A. No. Gosh, where is he? Jocastanu. Lola. Leia Organa. Maz Kanata. We're just gonna go through every single character. Is that okay? Kira, she was from Solo. Oh gosh, there he is, Rio. Rio Durant is his name. Rio, look at that wink. Look at that little wink. Oh, he's aiming his blaster. I thought he was winking at us. What a cutie. So sad. So sad. But look at that. First try. Okay. Next one is the picture. Excuse me. We'll get this one. This one will be a lot quicker. Okay. Am I seeing Palpatine? I am seeing Palpatine. Boom. Look at those teeth. Look at those chompers. I also need to clean the cabinet. Remember spamming force speed. Okay. All right, and here's my favorite one. Let's start with Tobias Beckett. Well, no, we should do what we always do. Let's find somebody who connects to like the entire saga, which would be Yoda, unfortunately. All right, it is male. Let's try Tobias Beckett next. Watch that would have been funny. It is a male who is not force sensitive. Lando Calrissian. Male. Okay. Geez, not a rebellion pilot, not a resistance pilot. No blaster pistol, no lightsaber. Not in Solo. Could be prequel, original, clone, Rebels, or Tales of the Jedi. So if it's Rebels, we could do Kanan. Caleb Doom. Jar Jar, you think so? Male. Okay. Oh, duh, force sensitive. Why did I pick him? You know what? Let's try it. Jar Jar Binks. Oh, not human. Why was I still... That's just my human bias right there. I am, if nothing else, a humanist. Okay, so male, not force sensitive, but no equipment. Yeah. It could be the prequel trilogy and it could be the Clone Wars. It is not a Gungan, thankfully. So it's a male, non-human, non-force sensitive. Is it Diner Bob? You got a green box, it helped. Yeah. Could be a droid, true. Should we just try R2? I would think he kind of has he has a bunch of equipment. So yeah, that didn't help us at all. Okay, species droid, so it's not a droid. No equipment. That's the thing that gets me. So like it's got to be somebody who was never seen with a blaster or tools of any kind. No equipment. The big guy, Jabba? Ooh, it's a Hutt? Wait a minute. Is it 0? Let's go through all the Hutts we know. Ams, you were like really close. You guessed 0. I don't need to watch it now. Thrawn. Let's go. Hutt, it's Thrawn. Oh, I should have. You know what I should have? If they would have, for the Jabba one, I should have guessed. Surely they wouldn't have. No, they probably wouldn't have taken the joke. They wouldn't have taken the Ezra joke, right? Ms. Ams, I don't know Star Wars. I'm not stupid, Ursa. Ooh. I don't. You need to watch it. You'd probably be really good at it. Okay, enough of that. Enough of that already. How are you guys doing? How has the week been? I mean, it's already Friday. You guys went through the majority of the week. At least you had loots on Monday. But you guys have gone through the majority of the week just completely streamless from anybody. You know, main people. You guys, see, because you've watched it. But also during the movie Z. No, Lars, that's not what I meant. No, you had Lars. Listen. How was Lars's streams? Completely. Okay, I walked into that one. I'm sorry. I misspoke. I act as if I'm not here. Everyone is like, well, then I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna sit here and stew. How was your stream, Lars? How's it been going? What is this? We're gonna do Game Duel next, which we did last time. What is this thing? 1 average guest attempts? Sorry, hold on. What is that? Looks so familiar. This does? It's a fence post with barbed wire. Yeah. I mean, that's a fence post. All right. So it's like, did they recolor it or is this a black and white game? Luke or a B-Wing pilot? Okay, so this is Game Duel. This is going to be a game now. We've switched off the Star Wars one. There's some red up there. Yeah. I have no... Wait, isn't there's this game that's like The War Within? It's like black and white like that. Is it called War? I could have sworn it was called War Within. The War... Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't see it in this list here. The War Within... No, not World of Warcraft. No, shoot. World of Warcraft is gonna take over everything. They finally did it. Ah, shoot. There's a game, something, I'm pretty sure it's called The War Within. This kind of looks like a battlefield. Soccer. Mersa, it's a game. What the heck?
Morning, benches.
Morning, Coleman. How you doing? Please let me know if you've done we've already done the Star Wars dailies. Please let me know what you got, how many guesses you got. Hold on, let me take it off the screen so you don't go there. On the picture. Or no, sorry, on the hints. Actually, I want to know all of it. What'd you get as far as all of it? And how quick did it take you? It took me, sadly, a little longer than it probably should have. Coleman, thank you so much for the, how many months was that? You just said morning. Whoa. Don't pull up Coleman T16's profile. I just wanted to replay this. Hang on, sorry. I'm gonna replay that.
I did not say wow.
Rawr. Thank you so much for the subscription. It didn't pop up with how long it was. It just says morning binges. So okay, well, good morning. Literally just woke up. That's fine. Get some coffee, do your dailies. Come on, chop chop. Let's go. Jabba the Hutt. No, I don't think so. This still, Coleman, do you know this game? Do you know this game? 21 months. Thank you so much for 21 months. I don't know why it's not showing that to me. It's just showing when I replayed it just says you subscribe. But either way, wow. Coffee's like you don't even know me. Okay, like Dr. Pepper. I don't know. I guess I've never seen you drink coffee now that I think of it. Okay, I am 100% convinced that there is a game called The War Within, where it's a World War II. It's gritty, it's black and white like this, like grayscale, and it's not taking it. Because all of the War Within stuff is now World of Warcraft. World War II game. Everything's gonna be World of Warcraft. Gosh dang it, WoW. You're ruining my... Wow, The War Within is perfect, people are saying. They're saying it's perfect. They're saying you should play it. The War Within World War II game walkthrough. Look, everything is about The War Within World of Warcraft. You can't even find it. At least I think that's what it was. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, we gotta pick something. It's a story game. I think so. You know what I'm talking about, right? But it's not coming up here, so I gotta just pick something, I guess. I saw a little to the left there. Oh. Now that looks familiar. Oh. Gosh, that looks familiar. Farts? Farts, the war game. It is a war game. Oh gosh, that is familiar. Shoot. Most people got this in one guess. One guess. Mostly probably because of this. This really did something for them. Am I the only... Never mind. I'm just going to get off of it. I'm just going to hop off it. There's some game that's something about the 100-Year War or something. That's like, I think, the tagline underneath here. It's a Pac-Man. It's something Hearts. It's, oh, is it? It's not Atomic Heart. War Hearts. Valiant Hearts, the Great War. Boom. It's not Atomic Heart. No, it would have to be Hearts. Here, let's watch this little trailer, shall we? Here. No, pause this. What is this like? Ubisoft Montpellier. 1914 to 1918. 65 million men were mobilized during the First World War. These stories are inspired by the letters they sent. I remember seeing trailers for this one. I never played it. Oh, puppies. Oh, geez. Jeez. This looks like he's sad. What is this dog? Why dog? Jeez. The dog's getting me. Why? Does a dog go with all of them? Dang. Why the dog? Yeah, this is not a funny game for sure. Why am I laughing? I'm not. Uh-oh. That is gonna make me cry. Nope. Not gonna play that. Valiant Hearts, Hudson. Oh, jeez. Who's gonna watch this and be like, I gotta play it? I'm gonna cry. Holy cow, that actually looks, I don't know about that. I just thought it would be really interesting to do like a if I can't guess the game, I have to play it kind of thing. Like if I don't get the game within a certain amount of time, I have to go play it. Be an interesting way to pick a game, you know? You played it, was a great game. Interesting. Look at us finding new games to play. Artwork. Oh, I know this. This is Pikmin, right? Now, I don't know which one. So I'm going to say Pikmin like 3. Let me get my music going back again here. Okay. Pikmin 3, correct franchise and saga. So is it Pikmin 4? I don't know. Oh, dang it. Which Pikmin is it, guys? Pikmin, is it the first Pikmin? Pikmin 1? Gosh, dang it. It's the only Pikmin I didn't guess. Pikmin 2? Finally, Pikmin 2. Jeez, I trigger my tears and I can't stop. I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. Here, how about some little Pikmins to lift you up? What is happening, Fro? Hello. Hi guys, thank you so much for the raid. It's so good to see you playing the first Berserker, Kazan. I don't know this one. What is this? Let's look it up. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you guys. How's it going? Berserker Kazan? Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Look at this guy. What is this? The first Berserker Kazan. What is this? What is it? What does it do? It's action-packed gameplay, it says, with epic boss fights. 3D cel-shaded graphics. I don't mind cel-shaded graphics sometimes. Here's a little video. It's another Souls-like. I should have known. Ooh, I like the big bear. This is feeling, if it's Souls-like, I'm already out, but hey, I hope you guys are having fun with it. One of these days I'm gonna do, we did the crab's treasure one and it wasn't great. But like I should try an actual Souls game sometime and just force myself to like power through. I should do Elden Ring is what I should do. But thank you guys so much for the raid. If you want to stick around, we're just kind of playing guessing games right now, with a lot of help from chat. I just was able to switch around my work scenario here, so I'm back. I'm back for the foreseeable future, so that's great. I think you'd like Lies of P. You think so? Okay. This one actually has an easy mode, and would people judge me for using it? Probably. Is that what you're saying? We just guessed Pikmin 2, and I was gonna alleviate some tears from the previous game for Ursa by showing us some cute little Pikmins real quick. Here you go, Ursa. Wow. People who judge for easy mode are butts. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I don't like easy, but I like whatever the main, like whatever the normal difficulties is supposed to be. That's usually where I start. Definitely makes it much more accessible for sure. Yeah, Pikmin, this is Pikmin 2, so this is a pretty old one. Yeah. It's cute though, isn't it? Listen to the sounds. Yeah. Personally, I've never played any Pikmin games, but look at this kitty cat. This kitty cat's really interested. I knew it though. As soon as I saw these little guys here, I was like, that's Pikmin. Even me, who have never played, a little Mahjong tile too. It's very cute. It's very cute. All right, dry it up. Dry it up. Let's keep going. I'm just kidding. Take as much time as you want. Crime, drugs, casino. Sounds like a fun Tuesday night. I dare you to do Elden Ring for swollen timbered death or size. You know what? That'll probably be here before we know it. It's already April. Like, you never know. Hotline Miami. That's a great guess. Drugs, crime. Have you guys seen, before I guess this, have you guys seen that, I know I'm probably late to this, but Schedule One. Have you guys seen that game? I'm kind of tempted to play that one. I kind of think it'd be funny because I know absolutely nothing about drugs. But like, you could play that on stream, right? And they're not gonna like get you, right? I mean, obviously we'd have to put like, 18 plus tags on something like that, but it's kind of a funny idea. People are streaming it. Okay. I don't know. Drugs are fun in moderation. That's what they tell me. Clumsy, thanks for checking in. Hotline Miami? Nope. Wrong franchise and saga. Iodine mixing cartels. I mean, is this Schedule One? Is there a casino in Schedule One? I've seen heaps of clips, but I'm not sure about my peeps enjoying it. I guess you would want to play with people too, right? I don't know. I think just the concept's kind of funny. And I think even more so the concept of me doing it would also make it funny, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Ain't knowing stuff about drugs your job? I mean, not so much anymore. Back when I was in like a sales role, yeah. I mean, for me, it's more about the system than it is the actual drug. But I do know probably more than you would think. Repo, really funny and better than Lethal Company. Repo, they were giving that away for free somewhere the other day. I was in my meeting and it popped up on my phone. I'm like, oh, I need to get that, and I didn't. Okay, so let's see. I mean, is this just GTA? Let's just try the first Grand Theft Auto. Wrong franchise. Building, crafting. So, wait, is this Schedule One? Are they just gonna do It was the first game that came to mind, and I talked about it. And then I was like, okay, let's guess every other game except the one that it reminded me of. It does have, yeah, I think it does have some modern games. Hang on, let's watch the trailer at least. Let me mute that other tab. The people need their fix, and you need their money. Kind of has some, the humor might kind of seem like Rick and Morty-esque, I think. You've been putting up playthroughs during work? Maybe that's what I need to do, is just watch somebody play through it. See, it's like the simulator games that we love, but with, you're just building an empire, like oh, there's the cops. Jeez. You launder money. I have often thought that an actual money laundering game could be kind of fun. Like one that's like kind of clicky, where you get to you're basically like the computer guy, right? And you're just helping like move money through systems and stuff. Not like Cash Cleaner, like the act where you're actually cleaning like bloody money. But does Cash Cleaner just do like, let's see. Cash Cleaner. Yeah, Cash Cleaner Simulator, where you're actually just literally laundering money, right? You told me about this one before. There comes money. And then you're taking out of the boxes. You're putting it in a yeah, see, this is a very literal laundry one. This is a very literal take on get that money. Putting it in a, yeah, see, that's pretty funny. Like, I agree with that. That's very funny. You actually wash the money. That's very funny. But I mean, like, I'm going to get, like, intricate with it. And you're, like, making shell corporations and moving things around. You know, I basically want to learn how to do it. You got 0 and 8. It was a little difficult today. Let me check. I got 0 and 8 tries as well, Coleman. But you know who actually helped with 0? It was Ams. Ams guessed Jabba, and then it was like, oh, it's a hut. And I was like, well, what other hut do we know? And sure enough, it was 0. Did you guess Jabba before? So technically, I have to give it to Ams. Ams really helped me with that one. All right, back to Game Duel. Again, I think Schedule One's an interesting thing. I don't know. Again, I don't know if like on stream, if that's gonna vibe with our people either, but it's an interesting game. Maybe I'll just watch somebody play it. I'm never helping again. I said it was you. Was it 8? Yeah, I went and checked. Like, it showed right here. 8 tries. It'd be interesting to show. Here, will it show what I guessed? It doesn't really show what you guessed. Oh, I was trying to. It just, yeah. Okay, because of obviously you don't want people to. You don't want it to be ruined for people. All right, we're gonna guess another one. Just thinking of separatist adjacent people only in the Clone Wars. Yeah, the once the affiliation came up, the Hutt cartel, it was like, okay, but what about the one with the dual blasters? Did you do that one yet? Because that one threw us off for quite a while, and I couldn't remember the name of a certain character. Was it 8? That's because Nan kept putting in humans. Guys, they're calling me back to work. I gotta go back to work. See you Monday. They're ringing my phone. They want me to come. The funny thing is I'd already be at work by this point had I left when I would have been leaving. I've been leaving at like 6, sometimes before. I say what I got for that, but you missed it. I missed it. You got 0 and 8. Where is it? Was it during the raid? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I missed it. What'd you get it in? It was 6. Nice. Did you know Rio's name? I could not remember his name. I had to just look through the list, and then I was like, oh, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I failed that one, to be honest. Because I just couldn't remember his name. It was another Diner Bob situation. Anyway, type of video game. Let's see. What game should we start with? Obviously a Star Wars game. Lego Star Wars, the video game. It'd be so funny if we got that. It is a third person. It could be a platform or an adventure. Could be kids, could be comedy, could be science fiction, could be action. Greater than 2005. Could be single, multi, co-op, and split screen. Okay, it's not going to be LucasArts, so we're going to get out of the Star Wars thing. We're going to go Goat Simulator. Ooh, greater than 2014, but it is third person. Wrong franchise. So, man, this is kind of a newer one. He was a leader in the Star Wars Unlimited this set. Oh, that's cool. If only you played, you would know. You know what? I know you're kind of halfway joking, but also, like, unironically would help me remember some of the more obscure characters. Yeah, Zeke loves Goat Simulator, specifically Goat Simulator 3. Goat Simulator Fui. Stardew? I can try that. Stardew Valley. Okay, here we go. We got a green. Bring that down a little, it was loud. It is a single player, multiplayer, and co-op. That's locked in. Isometric / bird view. It's going to be third person then. So, I mean, I know we did this last time. Tom Clancy's The Division. Oof, nope. Okay. Greater than 2016. They call that isometric slash bird eye view. Yeah. Like kind of that top down. I always called it top down, but I guess it's not full on top down. It's kind of more like, think like Baldur's Gate, where it's like, it's not full top down. You can change it, but it's kind of like this angle, kind of like my camera is. It's like, oh, Animal Crossing was Nintendo only. True. And this one says it's one of these, right? It's PC, PlayStation, or Xbox One, or some combination of them. And since Switch isn't in there at all, it's probably not a Switch exclusive. Isometric, yeah. So this top one's going to be our summary, right? We know that these green ones are locked in. It's a third person. It's a single, multi, and co-op. It was sometime later than 2016. But we haven't guessed anything else correctly yet, other than we have a couple of maybes. It may be a platform, it may be an adventure. Let's talk about like platforming games released after 2016. Since it's not Switch, why am I blanking? There's that It Takes Two, which are these co-op games. Although that would show split screen, right? Well, maybe not. Let's try that. Okay. We learned nothing else. Greater than 2021. Even newer than that. Don't try Dave the Diver. You don't think? Yeah, no co-op there. And I don't know, would that be third person? Because that's like a 2D. That's almost like a 2D. Helldivers? That would definitely be Helldivers 2. Yeah, that's not a bad guess. Hello? What happened? Helldivers 2. Whoa, here we go. It was released this year. Then it's Schedule 1. Is it going to be Schedule 1 again? 2025. Single multiplayer and co-op. Third person. Is it in third person? Or no, it's in first person, isn't it? What is a game that was released now, like right now? 2025. You think Monster Hunter? That's not a bad. That's a good one. KCD2. Let's see. Monster Hunter will. Is it Wilds or World? World is the one I played. It's Wilds, right? Monster Hunter is a good guess because you got co-op, you got multiplayer, you got single player. So to me, co-op, I think of like split screen. KCD2 is first person. True. It was Wilds that came out this year, right? No, I got the joke. I thought it was funny, Ams. I thought it was funny. Wilds. Okay, thank you. Hey. Nice. Monster Hunter Worlds. It's the world's monster. Okay. I played Monster Hunter Worlds and it really turned me off from the franchise, guys. It was a bad move. I think had I been able to play more with like friends easily, I probably would have liked it more, but I hated the whole checkpoint system. This is a long trailer. This is an 11-minute trailer. Oh, look at these guys though. I like the idea of gathering your friends at your camp, selecting a target, researching like what the monster is and how you should defeat it, and gearing yourself up to like, okay, so this guy's got wings, he flies, I'm gonna bring this with me. Okay, and I'm gonna bring, everybody plays like a role, and then you go out into the wilds and you actually like hunt it, like you actually have to track it down. I love the idea is like super solid. I really like the idea, but I didn't like the execution of Worlds. And then I was like, why would I bother? Sorry. You know. I remember when Loops played a game like this and it was Hunt and we got it first try. Oh, really? It was Hunt Showdown? Nice. It's clearly Gartic Phone. Clearly. Spooky. Hi, Spooky. Good morning. Hey, look at this. There you are right there. Does that make you feel weird? I'm just farming the YouTube hours. That's really, I basically bring it up during the stream and then I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on for the rest of the stream. All right, I think that's it. I think that's all of these. That's all of these. What should we do next? Dude, I bounced off Worlds so hard. I'm gonna give Wilds a chance soon, but this franchise is last chance with me. Yeah, I don't know. If I had like people who were like really into it, maybe I'd try it. But like, I don't really know a lot of people that I play with that play it, and I don't really have the time, I don't think, to. But hey, if you try it and you're like, you know what, this is actually like super great, play it with me, I'd play it. But otherwise, I'm out. It's fine. Like, I don't know. It again, all the stuff is there that like seems attractive to me, but it just Worlds just turned me off. So anyway. Do you have Game Pass? I do have Game Pass. What's on Game Pass lately? I did start playing something on Game Pass that I thought was pretty interesting. I wonder if you're about to tell me the same one. Let's go see what's on Game Pass, shall we? Hunt Showdown is on Game Pass? Is it really? I didn't know that. That's interesting to know, actually. I downloaded Atomfall because I heard some good stuff about it, and I started playing a few minutes of that, and I was like, you know what? This is kind of nice. I don't know if it would be a great stream game or not, but it's kind of a the best way I can put it is like, it's very smooth. It's a very smooth game. Like, it's very well optimized, and it's kind of simple. Like, the combat isn't too weird. There's some survival mechanics that are pretty light, but the exploration is like really high. It's like they want you to like look around and find things out, and I love exploration games. Especially when they make it interesting and they make it like worth your time to go through. Like, yeah, that South of Midnight game is out too. Join the hunt, Non. I'd like to watch you and Coleman, maybe Spooky, take down monsters. You know what? Let me look for it. Has that always been on Game Pass? Hunt Showdown. Wait, are you sure? I don't see Hunt Showdown on Game Pass. I don't see it on Game Pass, though. Hunt Showdown. Showing results. It's not here. Nova's been playing it. It's a pretty good stream game. Is it? I feel like it's a great game for like friends to play. I wasn't so sure about stream game or not, but definitely like a, hey, we're all jumping on to play. Do you want to play? Like that does feel, yeah. Oh, it may not be yet, but you saw it coming. Okay, fair enough. Let me see. Usually they do a coming soon. Coming to Game Pass. Show all. Doom the Dark Ages. Oh gosh. I love it. I love it. Oh, you're talking, okay, you're talking about Atomfall. Yeah, Atomfall like looks really interesting to me. But I already kind of have like a couple like adventure exploration games in the queue too. But I did play probably about an hour or two, and I was like, do I stop here and do it on stream, or do I keep going? Because I like the mystery of it so far. Like I'm really liking it. I have a feeling though, if I don't play it on stream, I'll probably play about half of it and then bounce off of it for something else. But if I play it on stream, I'll probably finish it, because that's what I do now. I don't see it on the coming soon for the next like few days, but that doesn't mean it's not coming soon. I mean, it's not like overly expensive of a game on like Steam, is it? I'd probably, because everybody's on Steam, I'd probably just get it on Steam, like if we were gonna play. Hunt Showdown is a snooze fest, and don't understand how anyone plays that. Ooh, he's shots fired, huh? Hey, Dinkum is play for free till Monday, April 7th. You can play Dinkum for a couple of days. Hunt Showdown. Yeah, I mean, it's only $29.99. Honestly, like, that's a pretty good price. Yeah. Or I can get the bundle collector's edition for $363.99. $2.40. Holy cow. It's similar to Helldivers 2. God, I miss the Helldivers 2 era. I kind of miss Helldivers 2. So much fun. That's a steal. I mean, it's 35% off to bundle it. You get all 60 items. All 60 of them. Oh, it's made on Crytek? Interesting. But yeah, I'm not opposed. I wonder with Lutz's time off if he would have more time in the evenings to play stuff like that. You've been wanting to rip Helldivers again? I would 100% go Helldive again. I downloaded it a couple of weeks ago and played a few rounds just in randoms, and it was fine. Like, everybody was cool. But like, I was like, man, I can't. It just doesn't compare to those early days where Coleman and I are just like running around these maps, just trying to find every little thing we can. So great. Crytek just laid off 15% of their staff just recently. Holy cow. It's scary out there, man. Like, I don't actually know what's happening. Like, it legitimately feels like, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it legitimately feels like he's actually actively trying to destroy the economy. Unless I just don't understand how the economy works, which, fair enough, right? Fair enough. I'm Googling stock market. Like, he says things are going very well after the worst stock market drop off in years. Now, it could bounce back, right? Like, sure. But like, I guess I don't understand how people think any of this is good. I don't know what any of these mean. See, this is a problem too, right? It's like, I consider myself to be pretty plugged into like what's happening in the world, or in the country at least. And I don't fully understand the ramifications of all this kind of stuff, but I do know red is bad. Typically, right? And these are just the days, but like, you pile up a couple of days into a couple weeks, into a couple months, into a couple years, and like, that's bad. But like, I fear that most people don't understand why that's bad, because I don't. So like, I'm not trying to like say that everyone else is stupider than me, but like, this isn't cool. That's not great, you know? I don't know though. I don't know. It just feels like, okay, they're like, what's the plan is kind of what I'm saying. Like, if you don't want to just tear everything down, what is the, like, what do you think is going to happen? And no one's actually like explained that to me. No one who voted for him has explained to me, like, okay, like, yes, it looks bad right now, but like, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. Most of the people I've talked to in person, we've had a couple of these conversations in work the last few days, have all shook their heads saying, I don't know. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand why this is going down, you know? I hope our dollar goes up soon. We've been having a rough go on exchange rates, I bet. Someone convinced him tariffs are good and is dying on that cross. Yeah, I mean, to a degree, but also like, I don't know. You'd think, I don't know. I'm trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, like how they saw this going versus how it's going now. And like, I'm hoping a lot of people are looking at this and being like, this doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Ramifications are higher inflation, lower purchasing power, and possible recession and depression. I mean, we'll probably go to recession. I hope we don't go to depression. I would be very terrified of that. My historically conservative grandfather just said the new liberal leader doesn't seem so bad now that Justin Trudeau stepped down. Ooh, that's great. That's great to hear. I'm really hoping Canada doesn't swing right. I don't want that to happen for you. Stocks also run heavily on certainty and uncertainty. True. This administration is the definition of uncertainty. So true. He tariffed the penguins. He tariffed an uninhabited island. Well, that's why they call it blanket tariffs, I guess, right? They just throw it all down. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I don't know the logic here for what he thinks is going to happen. And neither does anyone else. So it's just like, I'm just going to do one thing. I'm just going to leave this right here. Hang on. Here we go. I can't read this because it's a Washington Post article. Actually, you know what? I don't want Washington Post. I don't know. Where's my ground news? Here we go. Axios. I'm not even going to read this. I'm not even going to tell you what this means. I just want you to think about this, and that's it. And I'm going to drop it, okay? You don't have to read it. You don't have to believe it. You just need to intake the information and think, huh, that's interesting. On a thing called blanket tariffs, why would specific countries be missing from that blanket tariff list? Even when remote Penguin Islands got tariffed, what's missing? I just don't understand. I just don't understand, like, how you can't look at this and go, huh, that's weird. That's kind of weird. But I guess we like Russia now, so I guess they're our friend. So, yeah. Anyway, we don't have to turn this into a whole politics thing, but I have been kind of like in the office looking at these headlines, being just kind of like, and I've had some interesting conversations with some people in the room, and you know, I'm surrounded by some people who I don't think either they didn't vote for him or they're really kind of shocked at what's going on, because there was no support in that room. Like, we're all like on a break talking about like what's in the news, and everyone's talking about like how Elon Musk is, like, literally someone out loud said, "Oh, you mean before Elon Musk lost his mind?" Like, I was like, whoa, I just didn't expect that level of like bluntness. And then like no one said it, like no one came up and said, "No, you're wrong. He's actually great." And I'm so glad that he's doing what he's not a soul. Everyone just nods, you know? And then they're like, one of the guys was like, "Everything's about to get more expensive, and I have a customer asking me, can you tell me which items here are sold in the US and which ones aren't?" And I'm having a hard time figuring out what I'm going to tell them. And I'm just, I messaged one of my coworkers and said, "You can tell them, let's go back about 6 months and make a different decision." But it's too late. It's too late now. Elon couldn't buy Wisconsin Supreme Court. I'm so happy for that. And also, why are we not electing all of the Supreme Court? Why are we not all voting on every, like, not just Wisconsin? I mean, that makes sense. You're in Wisconsin, so the Wisconsin Supreme Court, but like the national Supreme Court, our Supreme Court. Why are we not voting for that? Why does he get to pick those? Hang on, something doesn't make sense. Reaper. Let's see. I missed a bunch of check-ins here, didn't I? Knock knock. Did I miss your check-in 12 minutes ago? Did you give me a knock knock joke and I missed it? I hope not. Yes. Why did the stormtrooper buy an iPhone? He couldn't find the Android he wanted. I like it. Thank you. I knew it would be there. You're going to post a vid in the Discord from 3 weeks ago. Do it. Is that something I should watch now or later? I was thinking of the penguins from the movie, and we did throw the highest % tariff on Madagascar, truly our greatest enemy in the world economy. It feels like we're specifically being targeted to weaken us. Not specifically not to make us great, specifically to do the opposite of that. All while being sold the bill of goods that it's going to make us great. And even though like everything shows us that that's the opposite of what's happening. I'm just mind boggled. I really am. I'm just like, he told you what he was going to do, and he's doing what he said he was going to do. And now he's doing it, and the results are bad. Now, hey, maybe it turns around and it turns out I'm the idiot and everything's actually going to be great. But, yeah, he did tariff Israel, which is interesting. So, again, even more interesting that he left off his good buddy, Vladimir Putin. That's interesting. That's all I'm saying. It's interesting. It's weird. Whatever happens, I'm close to Canada. I'll get a sailboat. Do it. Knock, knock. We have some people in here who'd probably take you in. Is it true that these tariffs are being imposed on countries that had free trade agreements or agreements not to have tariffs? That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. Imposed on countries. Let's find out. Well, as much as we can with a Google search, Are the tariffs being imposed on countries that had free trade agreements or agreements to not have tariffs? I don't know if that's too specific. 9 minutes ago, though, it says that Trump is open to tariff negotiations. Maybe after he saw the market open. He's changing his mind, maybe? That's hopefully most likely what would happen, is he's going to back down from it. And then, if anything, maybe he'll pull all of them, and then all of a sudden the markets will rally, and then maybe things will get a little bit better for people. Like maybe inflation will slow down a little bit, and then he'll claim that it was his tariffs that did that, even though it was actually the act of him removing the tariffs that might have done that. You know what I mean? Let's see. So it was a 10% baseline tariff. But then higher reciprocal tariffs for targeted countries. Now, who was targeted, though? 10% ad valorem baseline tariff on imports from all foreign origin goods. This baseline tariff is in addition to any other applicable duties or tariffs. And then country specific from certain trading partners, which will apply even if goods are imported under a free trade agreement. These rates have included the 10% baseline. These countries may be able to reduce their tariff rate by removing monetary and non-monetary trade barriers. Algeria may be able to reduce its 30% ad valorem tariff rate down to the 2% baseline rate. All of the duties and tariffs will also still apply. Imports from China, Hong Kong, subject to existing 20%. So yeah, some of them are reciprocal, but that doesn't really tell us about this baseline tariffs to everyone else, even to countries who we're friendly with, Are these all in? Yeah, there's a 17% to Israel, 32%, 39% from Iraq. Let's see. PQRRS. Oh, geez, it's missing from this list too. Wow. Huh. It's missing. It should be like right around here. Right about here is where that should be. And it's just missing. Weird. I was worried for us, but I think what he did turned off a ton of people that may have been on the fence. Maybe the problem is we already voted. I think that's part of, but any bad press to him is good press in my mind, Have we even said thank you? I haven't yet. I'm waiting. Okay, yes, that's what brought me to thinking about the Nintendo Switch 2 as well, AMS. It's going to be like $450. Where is the Nintendo Switch 2? Where is it coming from? It's assembled in Vietnam and China, but it's a Japanese headquarter. Like, I wonder where. Here we go. The decision to shift production was influenced by tariffs. That's why. So they assembled it in Vietnam and China. So I guess we could say China, huh? So that's a 34%. If they're doing it under China. This is actually kind of why I wanted to talk about the Switch 2, because I gotta say, I don't know if that price is that bad. If it's kind of, I mean, the Switch 1 was about $400, wasn't it? No, I don't think I'm gonna buy one. It's just something I don't really need, you know. You never expected the Nonder Inquisition. Hi, Persephone. Thanks for checking in. Kelt checked in 15 minutes ago as well. Sorry if I missed that, buddy. And there's a Spooky Deer check-in and a Coleman. I know I got the Coleman one. Let me see. I'm behind on chat a little bit. Let me scroll. Don't believe any positive headline about that orange turd stain. I mean, I hope things would be positive, you know? Like, listen, I want things to be good. I want things to be better for people, but, you know, yeah. We're screwed regardless. Relationship damages, maybe, yeah. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that picture. He could have just lied like he loves to and claimed the rallying Sleepy Joe economy as his. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, or even he could like back down on them right now, and then everything would probably rally, and he'd be like, "Look, it worked. This is exactly what I wanted it to do. Tank the economy, so that then when you back off of it and it comes back, you get to be like, look, it's great." You know? DEI is to blame for the tariffs, of course. Oh, good news, Silksong. That's so true. It's another Hollow Knight. If Silksong is a Switch 2 exclusive, it's not. But that would be very sad. If it weren't for woke, we'd have a thriving domestic manufacturing infrastructure. Surely, of course. You know you're the a-hole country when South Korea and Japan joined China in a trade agreement. Oof. I mean, I guess the rest of the world is all coming together, so I guess that's good for them. Anyway, yeah, Ursa, there's a playlist on Spotify that's called When It Happens, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Switch 2 was priced before the tariff, so it'll raise. Yeah, so I heard that they priced it that way because of the fact that they thought that tariffs would be coming. So I guess maybe there is a potential that it would go up. I don't know, $450 for a gaming console. I know that might sound like a place of privilege, but like that doesn't seem out of the realm. I mean, what was the original Switch when it first came out? Not Switch 2. I can't spell. The original Switch, not Switch 2. That's all. It's all going to be Switch 2. Gosh, finding stuff on the internet sucks. Here, March 3rd for $299. That was actually a pretty good price. Okay, wait, never mind. It's double. That was the $300 was pretty good. Andy, how's it going, Andy? How are you? Can't wait to pay an adjusted $120 for standard Mario Kart. I just won't be buying that. Luckily, they do not have a Breath of the Wild sequel or Tears of the Kingdom, I guess, sequel out yet. So hopefully these will go like on sale and be used when that game comes out, because that's like the only game I actually really want to play, you know? I think the Switch 2 is priced pretty well for what it is. $80 games feels like a bad precedent that won't ever walk back. Yeah, I mean, for like, if you compare it to like a Steam Deck, I'd probably rather buy a Steam Deck, honestly. But you have 4 Switches in your house? Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, also, wait a little bit, and there'll probably be a light version like there was for the first one. You could buy them used. Like, eventually, it'll be fun. Eventually, you'll probably be able to get one. But, like, getting it right out the gate at $450, that can be in June, in just a couple of months. Yeah. Only because Animal Crossing was 1 island per Switch. Yeah, isn't that lame? I hate that. It should be per profile. You should be able to sign in a different profile and have a different island. Just saying. Yeah. I do respect what the Switch did for Nintendo. I think it was like really great. I just don't know if a Switch 2 is necessary for me personally. Fast forward about a year and we'll see. Fast forward a year and when I'm like, I think I gotta buy a Switch, guys, then just remind me of this moment right here, okay? But as of right now, I'm kind of like, if I was gonna buy something like that, I'd probably rather buy a Steam Deck or something like that, or something like the one of the ones that can run like Game Pass games on it too. Like that would be pretty tempting, you know? Yeah. You have a Steam Deck on your wish list. I think we're going to see a lot of Steam Decks probably sell. Like, I would imagine a lot of people were like excited about the Switch, and then when they saw like the price and stuff, they're like, ooh, for $3.99 I can play all of my Steam library from games I already have. True, unlike an LCD screen, the screen on the Switch 2 does look really nice because it's very big. This is kind of a small screen, but you know, you could go up to a terabyte for $650, which is a lot of money. But think of the games. Like, when I think about the games that I already own, like not even the ones that I haven't purchased, but the ones I already physically own, and all the Steam sales that they have all the time, where games go like silly cheap for, you know, 35 to 50% off. Like, think about that, you know? The new Vietnam Switch, warning, may explode like Samsung's. I hope not. I hope not. My buddy has an Asus ROG and it's sick. That's one of the ones I was thinking about. Yeah, Asus ROG or whatnot. The ROG Ally, is that one of them? Where like it's yeah, the ROG Ally, which is basically like a computer, handheld. The thing I do like about the Steam Deck is that like I can. It's gonna play the games that like obviously have like this is Steam Deck related, this can play on it. But something like this, you could also try to play some of those like launcher games like a Warframe, or you know, any of those ones that aren't like Switch exclusives, and Xbox. The next gen ROG Ally is probably gonna be partnering directly with Game Pass, which is also a whole, you know, like that's a big deal, right? To be able to play like your Xbox Game Pass games on it and Steam games, like that'd be pretty wild. But yeah, I mean, the problem with the Switch is I just end up playing, like, I want to play whatever the new Zelda game's gonna be. I want to play that, and then after that, there isn't like a whole lot that I'd want to play that I can't play anywhere else, you know. Is the Rogue the thing that will run Steam games, Game Pass, Epic Games? Probably. It's probably the follow-up to the Ally. Probably. Yeah. It wasn't a fever dream, yeah. You can still get GameCube games running. That'd be... And emulators. I didn't think about emulators, yeah. Mrs. Nonder, hi. Thanks for checking in. We're getting close to end time here, guys. It's been so much fun to be back with you, though. I'm very happy. Like this, I will go in. I don't know if I told Mrs. Nonder this, but like if I ever had to go back into the office, if I could go in at 10 a.m. and leave at 4, I would go back to the office permanently. I don't even care. Don't tell anyone I said that. Oh man, Amazon has the ROG Ally 512 gigabyte. It's not in shoot. Never mind. It's not available anymore, but it was $399. It was this one. No features available. Featured offers available. 512 gigabytes, though, would be great. A terabyte would be best, but 512 would be amazing. Just for the price of $399. But yours is like 600 in your Amazon wish list. It's probably, yeah. I don't know what this one was. Maybe this was the old Asus Ally, the ROG Ally. Yeah, here's one. The ROG Ally 7-inch, 512 gigabytes, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, like 529, 530. Oh, so this one's so here's another great idea too. Here's another great idea for you. This is a renewed one. So this one doesn't have the it does have 120 hertz. Wait. AMD Z1 Extreme processor, 512 gigabytes, renewed for $399. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, right? So I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't know. I remember when the first Switch came out, they're like, we're gonna have to price this thing pretty low to get people into it. Yeah. You almost had a heart attack right now because of the address. Oh, it's, yeah, my address in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. Roaming like a celebrity. You guys didn't know that I have a vacation home in Beverly Hills, paid for exclusively from my Twitch subs, and I appreciate you all so much for that. The pre-work coffee hour club members paid for my penthouse, and I appreciate you, and I will never let you down ever. I should get to visit. Nah, it's not public knowledge. Beverly Hills, Texas. You really should save up for that's a great idea too, Ams. Like if you're gonna drop like $600 on a handheld, is it better to take that same money and either upgrade your computer or buy a new one, you know? Time to cancel me again? More that I forgot you did that and that scared you dox yourself. Yeah, I always, before I go on an Amazon link, I'm always like looking, okay, I still have 90210. It was the only other zip code other than my own that I could remember. Sabine is stomping across my chest and face at 7 a.m. Jeez. You have to cream into it to add more memory. Huh? What? You have to do what, Kelt? You've been awake since Lilac bit my foot at 6 a.m. Nice. I've been awake since 5. Get on my level. Scrubs. Hey, if you guys do happen to want to jump back on Helldivers 2, please let me know. I'll reinstall that. I don't even care. I would love to do some hell raising with you guys. Does Lutz Magoots have Helldivers 2? I don't know what his like evenings are looking like, if he's open to like game or not. But if he's open to game, we should do something. I thought you were gonna say the SMP. Yeah, I should. Yeah, I should probably do stuff in the SMP. No, I think my mental load is gonna be so much better right now because, one, I'm not gonna have to like rush into the office every morning. 2, I'm gonna get out at about 4-ish o'clock, and that's just gonna do wonders for me too, because I'll get home before the traffic's too bad. You know, I won't have to like rush to the kids' bedtime. Like it feels so much more sustainable. The next like 3 weeks don't bother me now at all. Like now I'm actually feeling like I'm gonna have a good time. You know, I've been making waves. I've been talking to people. I've been consulted on a couple of things. They've asked me a couple of questions about what I do, and I've been able to answer them, and I have felt very accomplished about that. You know, I've been getting taps on the shoulder. I've been having very candid and honest conversations with my boss. I'm gonna do a skip level with my VP pretty soon. Like it's kind of really career-wise. I hate to say it, but career-wise, it always is kind of nice to be in person with people. Don't stone me. Cause yeah, I don't want to work in the office as much as the next person, but sometimes it's kind of nice. The Cowboys stuff does look pretty cool. If I started playing, I'd probably buy that. I'd probably buy that particular war bond. I haven't bought any other war bonds. That one I might. Have you thought about obtaining a degree online, by the way?
Work today.
Potentially. Thank you. I am late. I should probably get going. Kind of. But the problem is, I can't. I was always bad at school because of my ADHD. And if I cannot, like, manage my ADHD better, I don't see that in my future. Also, there's like nothing I'm really that interested in that I would learn at school. There's a couple of things I'd be interested in, not career-wise. I'd be interested in taking philosophy classes. I'd be interested in taking psychology courses. Not necessarily to get a master in either of those or a degree in either of those, but like just because they interest me. So like if I did do school, I'd want to do it for stuff that like less like the economics of supply and demand distribution. Like, cool. Like, yeah, that would probably help in my career, given that's kind of what I do. But like, that's boring, you know? But I think if I did have my ADHD more handled, I'd be more inclined to do something like that. But I'm like, I'm not going to be able to handle it. I'm not going to be. It's why I dropped out of school after 2 years. I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know that's what it was. But, you know, It's also kind of why I'm hitting ceilings at work, because I'm just like, I just don't retain knowledge the same way that other people do who have been at the company as long as I have, you know? I've been there like almost 15 years. It's getting close to 15 years. So, you know, like, I feel like I should be higher up than I am. But it's fine, you know? It is what it is. But yeah, there's stuff that interests me, and if I had the mental capacity to do it, I would do it. It's just those things get harder as I get older, obviously, just because of, you know, the way that your mind starts collapsing. That sounds bad. You know what I mean. Okay. All right, guys, I should probably let you go. I'm going to go and check in. I'm going to check in with my emails first. I told my boss I'd check in and like do a little bit of work before I left. And then I'm going to get dressed, jump in my automobile, and pedal to the metal to work. Not really. I'll drive a responsible speed limit, as I always do. And I will try to arrive as safely as possible. I missed it. Did you see if we can update the SMP with the new mob skins? I know nothing about that, so I'll have to look into it. Yeah, there was a new update, wasn't there? I'll have to probably update the Minecraft version. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Thank you guys for being here. Tomorrow I'll be here. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Should we start a new game tomorrow? I don't really have Lego stuff ready to go. I have some ideas for Lego stuff in the future, but I don't have it ready to go. We will both pick and play. We'll pick a game over Discord. I'll go back and look at the votes and see where those landed. Actually, let me just look right now. I'm not in a rush. Where is it? Where's my little poll in Discord? Ooh, the Horizon Adventures, Lego Horizon Adventures. Okay, so we got Avowed with this guy. Okay, that got 3. Nobody's excited about Avowed. Citizen Sleeper. Looks like Citizen Sleeper won.
Surprise us, please.
Surprise? My poll. This poll. This one right here. This one. What did you think I meant? Okay, sorry for ruining the surprise then. Citizen Sleeper won. So let's start on that one tomorrow. That way we can have like a... No, I said poll. Yeah. Oh wait, Glue Leave didn't win? No, it was only 5, and I'm closing the votes right now. Votes are closed. Citizen Sleeper. We'll start on that tomorrow. That'll be nice to kind of take a few hours to get into a game instead of just having to do an hour. And then we'll continue that next week. I do have some stuff that I have planned that I really would like to do for Lego. And I think I'll be able to do it. I want to do alternate builds. I want to take sets that I have that I'm thinking about taking apart and taking those apart on stream and then rebuilding it into something else, using only the pieces from that particular set. I think that could be kind of fun. Especially as I'm trying to retire some sets back into the collection. I might as well have a little fun with it, make some content out of it, and then store it away, you know? So that could be cool. We'll see. I'm just not ready for that for tomorrow. You know, I haven't had a lot of time to think about all that. So you should start with a ship that has a missing piece. You know, it would be cool. It's not the same color, but it would be cool to change the Onyx Cinder into the real Onyx Cinder, the non-camouflaged Onyx Cinder. That could be kind of cool, but it would be different pieces because it's kind of chromy. It's kind of chromy on the top, underneath all that junk. It's kind of chrome, so I'd have to get different pieces, unfortunately. But Chrome Dome, yep. Exactly. All right, what are we doing today? Do you guys want me to send you somewhere, or do you just want me to let you go? I just typed in twitch.tv/lootsmagoots. And then I cried. Banj is here. Let's go to Banj, shall we? Let's see. Raid Banj Games. It looks like he's doing, I love what Banj has been doing lately with like doing some studying, some co-working, some playing games. Like I really like what he's been doing lately. All right, Banj Games. There we go. Release me into the void so I can float like a jellyfish. That's the raid message. Let's do it. This will be perfect. We'll go in. We'll say hello to Banj. I'll go get myself going. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, same place. Let's copy that. Release me into the void. I can float like a jellyfish. Or we could do something you might notice. The pre-work coffee club. We could do like the club. The club TM is coming to raid your stream. Maybe something like that? How about that? It's too late. It's already to release me into the void. He's gonna be like, what? All right, fair enough. Sure. The new terms of service for Twitch. Sure, I'll accept that. I guess. All right, everybody. Well, so very happy to be here. Very grateful to the people at work who saw through how rough that was gonna be. And did a kindness for us all. I'll say thank you from all of you. All 12 of you, I'll say thank you. My Twitch stream says thank you. And they'll be like, you're what? I'll say, never mind. You didn't hear anything. All right, take care of yourselves. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.